Welcome to SUTV's Other Show,
where we talk all about entertainment.
Small talk, small talk.
Welcome to The Other Show. I'm Allison Prey.
And I'm Lexi Husino.
SUTV News had the pleasure to capture the works of Ryan Kaser, a senior at SUU.
Ryan Kasner is a senior here at Southern Utah University. She is a muralist and has been designing and developing murals since 2019, using a combination of original photography and graphic design. One of her first works as a muralist was for SUU's athletic department at George S. Eccles Sports Performance Center.
I knew she had a great gift, and I had a semi-vision, and I just told her some thoughts, and she used her gifts and her abilities to do something way past what I imagined.
She is a self-described nomadic artist and travels to mural sites whenever needed. We went into the sheep tunnels under Cedar City, Utah to see one of her own original works.
I love it. I spend like 40 to 80 hours painting, depending on the mural and the size of it and the detail, and it's almost meditative for me, and I just kind of like get lost in it, and it just is like a sense of purpose in a way. Like I'm creating art that the world wants to see and is excited to see. So I get hired typically to design something that the client is looking for. So usually it's more so what the client wants. But when I'm painting something like this, which is just my work and my expression, I just want people to feel something.
One of our own crew members here at SUTV News has an impressive collection of Funko Pop figures. Matthew Hendricks will be showcasing part of his collection here in the studio. But first, here's a quick interview with Matt.
Okay, we're rolling. So start from the top. Okay. Hi, I'm Matt, and this is my pop figure collection. I've been collecting them for nearly 5 years now, and I have over 100 of them. Pop figures are very in-depth with pop culture, and so I genuinely love collecting pop figures. I collect what I like. I don't collect all of them because that'd be way too much money and way too much time on my hands. So I collect sets that I personally enjoy, little tidbits of characters that I really like. I have Stranger Things, which is like a Netflix sci-fi horror kind of thing. I have the Marvel Universe, not all of them by any means necessary, but I have a chunk of them. I've got mainly Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, and Deadpool right now. And then I also have a bunch of Doctor Who pop figures. Again, not a full set, but I do have a bunch of those guys too. I do have a few full collected sets, and one of them being 3 different versions of Colonel Sanders. There's also a t-shirt of it too, which I find it kind of funny. When they sent the gold one with the t-shirt, the gold pop figure of Colonel Sanders, they sent it in a pop figure KFC bucket. If you guys feel like you want to get started collecting pop figures, the best thing I think you guys could do is start with something that you enjoy. For example, my first pop figure was the TARDIS. I genuinely love Doctor Who, so I bought the TARDIS, and that's kind of what started the snowball effect of getting all these different pop figures. Stranger Things, Marvel, just things I purely enjoy. You can go out there and collect any set you want. I genuinely think it's a better idea to go for what means something to you.
So, Matt, do you have a favorite pop culture figure?
I do. It's actually the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man right there. It's one that I have had for a while. It's one of the first larger ones I bought too.
All right. So why is this one your favorite?
Well, I personally really love Ghostbusters. It's one of my favorite movies ever, and like I mentioned earlier, it's one of the very first pop figures that's like the really large ones that I got. So it's meaningful to me in that regard. Plus, I kind of geeked out over it for about a week, so it's definitely one of the more important ones.
Yeah, very exciting to get, it sounds like. So is there a pop culture figure that you're just itching to get your hands on?
There is one. There's also a pop figure American history set, and I'm missing one from that set, and that is the Rosie the Riveter.
All right, so what's kind of keeping you from getting that?
The fact that I never have enough money for it.
Money, that is definitely an obstacle for a lot of things. Well, what about price-wise, like with all of your pop cultures? I mean, how many do you have right now?
I currently have about 120 of them.
Oh, a lot. So how much are all these pop culture figures worth?
They each have a different range. They usually, when they're originally being sold, they come out somewhere between like $15 and $25. But their prices fluctuate depending on how rare or how much of them get sold. Currently, my entire collection alone stands at about maybe $2,000.
Wow, that's really impressive. So is there anything else you'd like to share about your pop culture figures, like how they, mean to you personally, or?
So my pop figure collection, I kind of gear my collection towards what I personally enjoy. So movies, TV shows, stuff like that. I don't normally go for, I'm not just collecting just to collect. I'm collecting because, Doctor Who means something to me. Ghostbuster means something to me. So, it just depends on what it is.
So it's a deeper personal meaning for you. So for you, it's not, oh, this is the new in. This is like, well, I want to get it if it means something to me. It's something that you care about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's really neat. So how long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing this since about sophomore year of high school. So about 4 or 5 years.
All right. And then do you want to kind of go more into how you got more into this pop culture, collection?
So as it previously mentioned, my first pop figure was the TARDIS, and I saw there were more Doctor Who ones, and then I started noticing there were more TV shows, more movies like Ghostbusters and stuff like that, so I kind of dove deeper into the pop figure.
So you kind of got excited about seeing all these new pop figure cultures that, were coming out, and you were just kind of excited about collecting those, and it just kind of became something that you wanted to continue doing?
Yeah, that's exactly kind of it.
That's really neat. Yeah, these are really cool. Like, they're so funny. They're so cute little figure guys. I love them.
I love them too.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Matt. Stay tuned for news on the retirement of Daft Punk.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy!
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Intramurals are starting to pick up here at SUU. Let's check in with our reporter, Christian Esparza, to see what's been going on.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together.
Wednesday night in the gymnasium.
We have about 65, 66 people. So it was a good turnout for what we thought. We put up flyers around the PE building. We sent it through IM leagues to notify people who already signed up. We had it displayed on some other buildings throughout campus.
The championship matchup came between Team Dinkers and Team Tres Leches, with brothers Peyton and Cade facing off against each other. Ultimately, Peyton and his team Tres Leches came out victorious.
It's just like out on the front porch, just playing ping pong growing up, or we have a pickleball court now, so just a lot of fun. So this is our senior year, so this will be our retiring match unless we have another tournament this semester.
Yeah, hopefully they'll host 2 more tournaments and we can make it 5 in a row.
The turnout was better than expected, and they hope to have more intramurals here in the future. For SUTV News, I'm Christian Esparza.
Daft Punk, the legendary EDM duo, has called it quits after 28 years. The news announced was Monday when a video titled Epilogue was posted to their official YouTube account. The duo was known for being faceless, wearing robot suits whenever they performed or made a public appearance. Their most popular song included the Grammy-winning funk song Get Lucky with Pharrell Williams and Billboard chart-topping Starboy with The Weeknd.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig. And I'm Mike Rope, and I'm here because I love digging the dirt.
I
It's
was
true.
like, that is
He's also
so
here
good.
because he's very small.
I was like trying to.
Not that bright.
I can't. That's
Here, for instance, we
so
can see
slow.
Micro doing what he loves to do. And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done.
It's okay. I'll be Bill.
Let's see, do you want me to shoot him?
Why didn't you call 811?
Yes.
I got
The
it.
number. See? Not that bright.
Hey.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases.
Okay.
Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay
You
home
can hear
when you
mine?
are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with
Over
people
there
who
right
are
now?
sick.
Oh, we're not
Avoid
doing that?
touching
Okay,
your
never mind.
eyes,
Then we should be
nose,
good.
and
Okay.
mouth. Stay
I wasn't
home
going-
when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station. There are everyday
a
actions to help.
domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now? Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
You said make it bigger. No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Oh, looks like we're on.
Now we have an interview with John Smith, a communications professor who is trying to get the film program into the SAU curriculum.
It's good to be here.
Yes, sir. So, what made you start teaching at SAU?
Well, I originally was a television news photographer and editor. I was working in Washington, D.C., doing really hard news, covering Capitol Hill, presidential inaugurations and things like that. And but I was originally a still photographer, yes. So I had a very creative side to me. And when I had the chance to move to Southern Utah to maybe do more videos of national parks and things like that, I jumped at it. And then eventually I was able to work my way into teaching here at SUU.
That is so cool. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of the photography and media that you did? That sounds very interesting. Okay, so I'm a news guy. I'm a news guy. I produce documentaries, but I've had the opportunity to produce multiple documentaries about saddle bronc riders, about Korean War history, different kinds of features on national park painters. So I try to focus on the lesser known or lesser told stories in Southern Utah. And so when a story comes available and it hasn't been told before, I kind of jump on it and do the research and see if it would end up being a good documentary or a good short film. Awesome. And I heard you did a little bit of time of work in Africa. How was that?
Yeah, so I was a Fulbright Scholar for 2 years, and I've been a Fulbright Scholar twice, once in Portugal where I produced some documentaries there, and also a year in Africa. And so I had the opportunity to go on safari and do a lot of work that way.
Awesome. And do you have any questions about, oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, this is an opportunity for students to learn how to produce media. Today's show, the other show, is about art and entertainment. And so just having students have the opportunity to move these cameras around and experiment with this, for you to do this interview and get that experience, it's rewarding for me as a professor. Not everything is absolutely smooth. We have some challenges here and there, but we're learning as we go.
Yes.
And so, hopefully it's preparing students to walk right out into the real world and work at a television station and or a video production company or produce social media and have great opportunities in the future.
I really love this class because of the hands-on and having experiences that are very real-life experience. So do you have any advice for students that might want to take a class like this?
My advice is to immerse yourselves. We have the assignments, the regular assignments in this class, doing the productions like this, but I think the students will get a lot more out of it if they go above and beyond the assignments, if they push themselves and be real entrepreneurs, finding ways to approach topics and doing more than the minimum requirements. And if they do that, I think they'll learn a lot in the process and prepare for internships or entry-level jobs in media.
I agree.
The opportunities that we have here at Southern Utah University are pretty amazing. When I go and meet with my colleagues in broadcast education, and they hear that we have a TV studio and a cable station, and we're streaming our content from Cedar City, Utah, nestled amongst all these national parks, they're really jealous because a lot of these programs, they're in big cities, Detroit, Chicago, and California, and they're really jealous that we have these amazing facilities for students to take advantage of. At the same time, we can produce the same quality, but in what I consider a really wonderful place to live.
Yes. Oh, I did have another question that is not TV and news related. I hear you're doing this class about video production, and you guys are going to be doing some kind of film. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So, separate than this studio production class, we offer an advanced production class that is more field production or on location. And so that gives students the opportunity to produce music videos, short documentaries, and the opportunities to produce different things. And so this semester, over the years, I've tried to produce comedies and westerns, and this semester we're going to try to do a thriller, kind of a suspense thriller.
Yes, and I hear you've done a really good one called Back Up the Mountain. How was that?
Okay, so Back Up the Mountain is the history of Southern Utah University. It's actually the story, there's a statue outside of the Centrum, or the Special Events Arena, about a big horse that helped save the university. And so it was really fun to produce that about 20-minute docudrama is what we call it, because it's based on real events. And so we had to have horses and cowboys, so it was a really fun event.
For sure, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, John. Next up, we have information about the new Transformers series, so stay tuned.
Your password isn't secure. There's nothing that a hacker loves more. But there's an easy thing you can do to prove the logger in is you. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Make your logins extra safe. Protect your identity from tragic fate. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Use your fingerprint, your face, or a code. At home or work or on the road. 2 steps are safer than 1 or 3 or 4. And keeping data safe is so much fun. Authenticate, strong authenticate. Make your logins extra safe. Protect your identity from tragic fate. Authenticate, strong authenticate.
What's your mask say about you? It says you care about others. So mask up and save lives.
Hasbro and Nickelodeon are partnering to create a new animated Transformers series, following a new species of Transformers trying to find their place among the Autobots and Decepticons. Nickelodeon promised to have at least 26 half-hour-long episodes. This will be the first animated Transformers since 2018. While there is no set date for them to air, many fans are anticipating the release of the series.
This past Tuesday, the music department had a memorial concert in honor of Hal Campbell, a former professor who greatly contributed to the success of Southern Utah University's music department. Hal Campbell started teaching at SUU in 1966, where he taught subjects such as piano and music theory. He eventually became the Dean of Arts and Letters and the music department chair. His enthusiasm and dedication helped SUU earn various awards, including accreditation from the National Association of School of Music. Campbell also shared his music talents with the rest of the community. He wrote and arranged several songs himself, many of which were performed by the students and the staff in his memorial concert. Tyler Nielsen, a former piano student of Hal, says, "Having Dr. Hal Campbell as a mentor and a friend was the privilege of a lifetime. He was an incredible musician and one of the most inspiring teachers I have studied with. Playing Hal's music is such a special experience because of his unique, witty personality, so strongly preserved in his compositions. Hal's legacy lives on here at SUU. A student scholarship is named after him, as well as the music department's new student string quartet. Campbell has changed the music department for the better."
Now it's time for the segment, Movies That Makes You Think. This week's feature is We Need to Talk About Kevin, a 2011 award-winning psychological thriller directed by Lean Ramsey. Starring in the film are renowned actress and actors Tilda Swinton, Ezra Miller, and John C. Reilly. This movie is about the difficult relationship between Ava and her son Kevin, who has always been cruel to his mother. As Kevin gets increasingly more violent and abusive, Ava questions if his behavior is her fault. We Need to Talk About Kevin is rated R and recommended only for mature audiences. It is available to stream on Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Tubi. I don't know.
That is a very interesting movie that I've never heard about. I'm really intrigued by this.
I know, it sounds really interesting. I, for one, kind of like those type of movies where there is a lot more action. And I mean, I do like the murder mystery types thing. And I feel like that kind of falls into it with just like, you know, the bad behavior and abusiveness.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
you know, I find them to be a little bit more intriguing. And so I'm really interested in this movie. I think I might check it out.
Me too. Like, it's something different than I'm ever used to. I watch a lot of comedies, but I'm excited to hear about it.
No, me too. Up next, see what SU students think about the season of The Bachelor.
So when you're ad-libbing...
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
Doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
You all right, girl?
You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them.
Go on, Kelly. Seize the awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Up next, find out what SUU students think about The Bachelor. Our reporter Sam Jarvis has more.
Victoria, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, and
Thank you.
we can sit here.
I accept your apology, but I think that we have very different realities of what occurred.
You feel this way, and I acknowledge that you feel this way, and regardless of what happened...
But like, if it didn't happen, why are you apologizing?
Matt had mentioned that you think that I'm toxic and manipulative.
I do think you are those things.
Hi guys. Hey. How's it going? Good. What's up?
It was good.
Good. What's your
The
name?
Bachelor is one of the most polarizing shows on television.
What'd you say? I said, what are you doing here? I am here to meet Matt.
For the first time?
you're
so late.
I know I'm late. For the first time, yeah, I've never met him before.
So are you ready to get married to him?
The ABC original was originally released in March of 2002 and has currently been going ever since.
Yeah, I was on Colton season. Okay.
Oh, so you missed that one, so you tried this one?
Bachelor is specifically followed along by many college students here on campus.
Do you watch The Bachelor?
I do, yes.
You do. All right, awesome. And you're currently watching?
Yes.
Okay, and so I'm not currently watching. I have watched in the past. So what's going on right now in The Bachelor?
They just finished hometowns, so I think there's 3 girls left. And yeah, it's getting close to the end.
Have you ever watched The Bachelor?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And are you currently watching it?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Why'd you stop?
Well, don't have a girlfriend or anyone to watch it with.
Okay, so do you guys watch The Bachelor?
I don't. I haven't been. I watched The Bachelorette last season, but not The Bachelor.
Okay, that's fair. Have you guys ever watched it though?
Yeah, I watched it last year.
Do you currently watch The Bachelor?
No.
Have you ever watched The Bachelor?
No.
Why not?
Haven't needed to.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I'm not
Thank
here
you,
to just come in and like ruin everyone's day, and like my day's pretty ruined.
The ABC original can be streamed on demand at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Hulu.
So have you seen The Bachelor?
I honestly have not, and I've heard a lot of crazy things this season. All of my friends in my group chat are like, "Oh my God, Victoria, Victoria." I mean, it looks cool, but
No, Victoria, she was definitely one of those. She very much liked herself. She was Queen Victoria, and everyone knew it. No, she was very entertaining in my opinion. You know, definitely not my version of wife material just yet, but she was super funny. And you get so many girls on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, even boys. Just, you know, I feel like it brings the worst out of them, which I mean is very entertaining for your audiences. You know, of us watching all the drama and
reality TV.
Oh, definitely. No, I eat it up. I'm not really a reality TV type of girl, but I do. I love The Bachelor. I just find it so funny, and you know, me and my boyfriend look forward to every Tuesday to just watch and laugh at all these girls.
For sure. I'm going to have to tune in one day.
Thanks for tuning in. That's all we have for you. I'm Allison Prey.
And I'm Lexi Husino. Tune in next time for more.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.